Hello from the Global Experiences team at Lancaster University. This is Onate Gutierrez, and I'm one of the Global Experiences officers within the team. I have to say that it feels very strange talking to you about studying abroad when we have spent so many weeks and months in lockdown and our lives have been curtailed in so many ways. However, we are optimistic that we can continue to support Lancaster students to study abroad in the future, as we have been doing for almost 50 years. Our primary concern will remain student safety. This means that we will only allow your year abroad when we are confident that it meets our safety criteria, including compliance with the UK government regulations and any relevant international guidance. What we don't know is what the study abroad landscape will look like in 12 months' time, but we will continue to offer a range of overseas opportunities to Lancaster students. This talk focuses on going abroad for one term or one academic year, but you can find out about going abroad for a few weeks in our vacation programs talk. Why should you consider studying abroad? Well, we strongly believe that studying abroad is a fantastic opportunity for you to gain life experience, develop as a person, as well as adding to your skill set for your CV and future employment. Having the ability to work in a cross-cultural environment, in a diverse team, be flexible, and able to problem solve are some of the skills you will develop through studying abroad.
Hello, my name is Marie, and I'm currently a third-year psychology student studying in Seoul, South Korea. I've been here since September 2019, and I'm just finishing in under 2 weeks. This whole year has been pretty amazing. I've got the opportunity to meet so many amazing people, both in my first and second term. And in terms of courses, I did a lot of things relating to psychology. So I took consumer psychology, language and culture of Korea, and global intercultural communications. In both terms, I also took Korean language classes to be able to improve my skills while I'm living here as well. These courses have all been amazing, and I'm really glad to be able to see how the Korean education system is so different and similar to the UK one as well. And in terms of support, I'm really grateful to the university for helping me sort out my study abroad host, figuring out what courses I wanted to study, and making the whole application process very simple and straightforward. Any issues that I had in concerns to Korea when I got here was very much expected, and I really just want to thank Lancaster University for giving me this opportunity to have such an amazing experience, and it's been such an amazing year. Thank you.
As you can see from this slide, we have many university partners around the world. We also have a campus in Ghana and one in Germany. If you decide to study abroad, you will identify several preferred host universities from a short list of partners which have been matched with your subject area. It is very competitive to get a place at some of our partners, but your year abroad will offer you a range of experiences wherever you go. I encourage you to keep an open mind when thinking about where you would like to go. You can see which partners are options for your subject area on our website. But please, be in mind that there may be changes to this list as we develop new partnerships, and sometimes we do not have a place at a particular university.
Hi, my name is Tommy S. Scott, and I've just finished my second year of Earth and Environmental Science. I spent the last year studying abroad on an Erasmus placement at the University of Iceland. Here, I've been able to experience spectacular landscapes and meet amazing people, both inside my field of study and outside. I've loved going from seeing the northern lights outside of my balcony to the midnight sun, and I've been on many road trips around the entire country with friends from all over the world. It has been truly fascinating to explore a culture that is similar yet totally different to our own. Being able to live in a country which speaks another language but is fluent in English is a unique experience and allows you to learn and integrate at your own pace. Iceland was not my first choice for the placement, but I've come to realise that the study abroad year is more about experience rather than the exact location. This year has vastly exceeded my expectations, and I can honestly say that this has been one of the best years of my life. I highly recommend taking this opportunity, and I promise you will not regret it.
Most degrees offer the opportunity to study abroad. We have an increasing number of degrees where you study abroad in year 3 of a 4-year degree, and others where you study abroad in your second year of a 3-year degree. You can see which version applies to your subject, if you look at the course information for your degree. There are a few subject areas where you can study abroad for one term only. For example, economics, accounting and finance, history, and linguistics. The modules and grades from your year or term abroad will count towards your Lancaster degree. That's why the modules are carefully matched with your Lancaster curriculum so that you are well prepared to complete your degree when you return. It is important to outline that you will be taught in English unless you are proficient in a second language and you choose to develop these skills further, or if you are studying languages at Lancaster. This is another big question about studying abroad. How much will it cost? Well, finances is a big consideration when deciding whether to study abroad. On this slide, you can see headline figures to give you an idea of what it might cost. You can see that there are significant variations in amount depending on which country you choose. You also have to consider travel to your host university. For example, will you come home during the year, so you will need to budget 2 return tickets? Do you need a student visa? Many students tell us that the most expensive part of their time abroad was traveling during the holidays or weekends. That, and of course, your lifestyle, has to be factored into the overall budget. To give you a comparison, we estimate that the average cost of being on campus at Lancaster for a year is $9,240 in 2020-21. This figure includes accommodation, food, and day-to-day living costs. But don't worry, there is some support available towards these costs. Students studying abroad for a year in 2020-21 will only pay 15% in tuition fees to Lancaster University. If you pay UK fees, this is £1,385. However, if you study abroad for only one term, you will pay 100% of your tuition fees. If you are paying UK fees, this is £9,250. We believe that the tuition fee arrangements will continue in 2021-22, but this is to be confirmed. In both cases, students do not pay any tuition fees to their host university. They only pay fees to Lancaster if they go abroad. There is also a travel grant available through student finance to help you with the cost of visas, health insurance, and travel. This is being assessed and paid retrospectively. Students going abroad in 2020-21 can apply for an Erasmus Plus grant to contribute towards additional cost of studying in Europe at one of our Erasmus Plus partners. If you're going abroad in 2021-22, as the UK will not be part of the Erasmus Plus programme, Lancaster University will fund these grants instead. We understand that at times studying abroad can seem like an overwhelming process. Taking it one step at a time is good advice, and there is help and support along the way. Here at Lancaster, you will have a study abroad advisor in your department who is an academic member of staff to help you with issues around the modules you have to take while abroad. The Global Experiences team facilitates the administrative processes and liaise with our overseas partners universities. We will also give briefings on a range of topics including finance, how to apply for a place abroad, student visas, and we will always be there to answer questions before or after you go abroad.
Hi, my name is Danielle Shabanjo and I am currently on my year abroad in Melbourne, Australia, studying economics and politics at La Trobe University. My experience here has been absolutely incredible. I've been able to do so many things that I would have never been able to do if I hadn't gone on this year abroad. I learned how to surf, fed kangaroos, and developed as a person by being exposed to a whole nother culture. When applying to study abroad, it's important to remember that you need to take control of the application and make sure you follow all the deadlines given by Lancaster University. you will need to book travel insurance, visas, and flights, but Lancaster is really good at supporting that process. And when you get to your host university, it's important to remember that there are likely to be differences from Lancaster, but always remember that you have support from both Lancaster and your host university, and you will never be alone. This unique opportunity has helped me grow, develop, and learn so much as a person. So to anyone considering going on study abroad, I would say 100% go for it and go in with an open mind and willingness to learn, and you will have the time of your life.
So how do you apply for studying abroad? If you decide you want to study abroad, you can apply through UCAS to a specific study abroad degree. For example, biological sciences (study abroad). If you're not accepted on the study abroad degree, you will be automatically considered for the standard degree. If your subject does not have a study abroad degree, you can apply to go abroad after you arrive at Lancaster. We hold talks in November and you submit your host university choices in January. Please bear in mind, places at partners university will vary each year.
Hello, my name is Javier. I went to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, which is in Lincoln, Nebraska, in the United States, as you might guess. What I enjoyed the most out of the experience was meeting people from all over the world, which were there just like me, studying abroad, very open-minded people. We traveled all over the United States with them. We went to Colorado, to the Rocky Mountains. We went to Chicago. We went to Minneapolis. We went to Seattle. And my tip for those going abroad this year is to take the most out of the experience, open your mind, and make sure you're involved in all the activities you enjoy. I think that's the way you're going to get the most out of the experience, and I hope you enjoy.
Finally, if you have any questions about studying abroad, please contact us via the chat function, review our web pages, or email us at globalexperiences@lancaster.ac.uk. I wanted to thank you for listening, and I hope you found this useful. Enjoy the rest of your virtual visit, and we look forward to meeting you in person. Bye-bye.